I'm alive and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View. As I got a crisp stuck in my mouth. Let me just jump onto this. Just double check. Well, there we go. Welcome to the first watch along of the season 2025-26. It's the opening day of the season. It is Celtic versus St Mirren at Celtic Park, and it's going to be a fantastic day because Celtic will open their account for the season. It's not the first. They've taken away Flag Day, haven't they? The SPL have ruined it. Completely ruined Flag Day and what it really means, because Flag Day is all about the team from last season that won it opening the new season, and we haven't opened the new season. Nothing at all. It's nothing like it. But it is what it is. We move on and we look forward to an absolutely fantastic day today as Celtic do entertain a buoyant team that you've got to say. They will think that they can take something from the game. They held us to a draw on the last game of the season last year, and they deserved it because we were woeful, to say the least. But today is a different day completely. You see the team on the screen. The team is obviously Schmeichel, Johnson, Carter, Vickers, Scales, Kieran Tierney in defence. Cracking defence, that. Absolutely brilliant defence. And then you have McGregor, Hatate and Benji in the midfield. A midfield three, it looks like he's going to go with. Will Callum McGregor go further forward, or will Benji sit further back? That's what you need to look out for today. Mark's in the house, Derek Sands in the house, Dan Cassie, Mark's McLaughlin. Lorna's in the house for this watch along. Brilliant, Lorna. It's great to see you back. Eddie. We'll look weak up top, says Eddie, especially on the wings. For me, Maida is better up top. Yang isn't good enough. Forrest is 34. We won goals last season, and Adam Ida isn't convincing, and Johnny Kenny is Jesus. Yeah, cheers for that one, Eddie. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We hope and pray. Now, we've got a strong enough bench. I mean, the bench does give us the opportunity to look at the wider squad. And you've got to say, it's a strong midfield bench. It's a bench that can come on and change the game. It's maybe not got tons and tons of goals in it. And I think that's the difference between this season and last season. Oh, Jesus. Honest to God. I'm just laughing at a message that I've been sent. Apologies. I'm sure the big Scales will put in the bold CCV will run amok with this rotten mob. Scales is a good player. You know, this is probably Scales' level, to be perfectly honest. And if Red Bull want to sponsor the channel in any means, just make sure that we've got the green edition of the Red Bull. So if anyone at Red Bull would like to sponsor the channel, there's an email somewhere on the... Here we go though. Flag Day. It's always a bit of an anticlimax, Flag Day, isn't it? At the beginning. It's always a bit of an anticlimax, I think. It all starts next. It all starts next. When you look at the team, we are weak up front, and will other teams take advantage of that, or will a certain young player from Japan come on and have a fantastic game? Will he come on and have an absolutely fantastic game today? Let me just do this. Interesting. Jota was at the game today. So Jota is in Glasgow. Jota is in Glasgow and is at the game today. As is Marco Tilio. Big shout out to Little Football Mad who put that video up. Cracking young lad. And I wish him all the best for the season. Because I do like... I like his channel. Do you know, he's been doing it now for 6-7 years. Just consistently going to games and videoing games. And he's getting better year on year as he's grown up. He's going to turn into a fantastic little YouTuber. So fair play to him for being consistent and sticking with it over the years. Scott Brown sitting in Celtic Park, looking down. You'll never walk alone. Getting blared out. Oh, I miss it. Temperature can't be too bad today. Everyone's in their t-shirts. First game of the season. Just missing the Rafferty flag up there. I mean the big Joseph Rafferty flag that used to hang up in that corner. Up at the Celtic end. It was latecomers coming into their seats. Such a changed day football, isn't it? I mean, everyone's got their phones out. I remember when I first started this channel and you were trying to do videos at the games, and folk were looking at you as if to say, what the fuck are you doing? Just watch the fucking game. Now everybody's at it. Everybody's like, that's fucking Instagram, TikTok. Fair play to them. But I did say that's the way it would go. I said that back in 2016. I can remember having a chat with the Green Brigade, a Green Brigade member back then, talking about YouTube and how they should be pushing YouTube more back then. Oh, Celtic Park. Paradise. There's the first look at the new dugouts. The new dugout at Celtic Park. Quite a lot of the St Mirren players coming on and blessed themselves. Why is Celtic TV depressing? I've got it on Sky Sports, so there's Paul McStay ready to walk out of this fantastic arena that's completely changed since his playing days at Celtic. Completely changed. Paul McStay, number 1. He'll be so proud seeing that. He'll be so proud. Celtic wearing black armbands as it is the first home game of the season. A little nod to our departed Lisbon Lions during the close season. Kasper Schmeichel with a really short haircut. Alistair Johnston looking focused. John Kennedy in the background, just looking like John Kennedy. Looks like a thug, doesn't he? Fucking Jesus. What is that? Do you want crisps? John Kennedy. I mean, is he a Celtic lady? There's Paul McStay. Paul McStay coming out to the elation, the applause of Celtic fans and getting ready to raise the flag. For me, I wanted Kieran Tierney to come out with a flag and just plant it in the middle of the pitch. Just plank it. Callum McGregor. There's Brendan Rodgers shaking hands with the referees and the referee's assistant. Callum McGregor walks out onto the pitch. If you don't miss this, if you don't miss going to the games, there's something far wrong with you. Because it's an unbelievable stadium. And I hope my cousin and his wee boys enjoying their seats in 110. 9, 8, 7. Another title. Celtic Football Club. Season 24-25 champions. No pyro, no party. The pyro has been lit in. And there's been no fines and no one chucked out. Have we been spoilt over the years with the amount of titles that we've won? Have we been spoiled because we're used to this? And I mean, as much as you get used to it and as much as you love winning, do you know, Flag Day, there's a fantastic banner just been put up and Sky's not going to show it. Sky just showing you the players on the... It is a 4-3-3 that we're going to go with, as expected. But I think Brendan Rodgers will change the formation in the middle of this game. I mean, getting back to winning the league and Flag Day, do you not loving it season after season? But can Celtic make Flag Day a bit more spectacular? Flag Day, it looks the same as Flag Day every year. Is there something that we can do to make it more of a spectacle? Do you know, it looks the same Flag Day to me as ones that have been at, and I've been at so fucking many over the years. Obviously the last, well, that's 5 years now. Jesus. Five years. There's going to be a minute's silence. John Clark and John Fallon, and there's now a minute's silence for both. Come on, get on with it. Doing a minute's applause. Why do a minute's applause? Why not just have a minute's silence? I mean, John Clark, fantastic tifo John Clark that the Green Brigade have done. And there's not many left of that merry band of men. Sky main event. Am I for real? Am I for real what? Yeah, anyway. We get ready for the first game of the season to kick off, and I need to get the scores up. Oh, scores. I need to get the scores to kick off. Oh, shit. Open. Scores set up. There we go, and we're off. First game of the season is go on yourself, Adam Ida. Adam Ida goes in straight in with a hefty tackle. Hefty challenge. Hefty challenge. I'm loving that for Adam Ida. Straight away. Celtic definitely setting up with 3. And it looks like Callum McGregor's just dropped back into the holding midfield role. He's pushing. He's trying to push Dyson Maeda up. Dyson back. Oh, Jesus. What are you thinking, Scales? Scales has just put the keeper under pressure, and Cameron Carter-Vickers. Now St Mirren have got the ball. Dyson Maeda's right back defending. Kieran Tierney and Dyson working well together. Ball up to Adam Ida. Adam Ida not got anybody with him. Benji's playing in the central midfield area. So it does look like Celtic are playing with a 4-2-3-1 formation. So it's not a 4-3-3. It's a 2, mate. Look, Callum McGregor and Benji are right next to each other. It's not a 1, it's a 2. Benji with the ball going forward. He does have player on his right. Hatate in the middle of the park. Out to Kieran Tierney. Out to Dyson Maeda. St Johnson sitting back. St Mirren, sitting back. Dyson's got the ball though in the box. Penalty! No fucking danger. Couldn't they give us one that early, could they? Brilliant. Pusey's sitting in and he's got his Celtic gear on. Where does he fit into the team? Where does he fit into the bench? That's what I'd be asking. Where does he fit in the team? Where does he fit in on the bench? Because, I mean, who do you drop? Adam Ida way back in his own half. And the problem when Adam Ida goes way back there is that we've no one in a forward position. Cameron Carter-Vickers out to Johnson. Johnson quick ball to Yang. Yang's got the ball. Can he take on a player? Gets it to... We need to be better with our passing. As Cameron Carter-Vickers gets the ball, breaks up that attack. Celtic on the attack again. Benji swaps sides now by the looks of it. Yang with the ball. Can he get past a player? Yang's actually managed to make a run. Kieran Tierney with the ball. Kieran Tierney strike! And it's wide. Wide. First shot of the season from Kieran Tierney. First shot on goal for the season is Kieran Tierney. That'll go down as a bit of a record. Kieran Tierney, the first shot on goal. That'll be a pub question. Who had the first shot on goal? It's usually who scored the first goal, but who had the first shot of the season? Kieran Tierney. You would never have wrote that. Never have wrote that down. Kieran Tierney with the ball again. Dyson Maeda going straight out to the wing. Back to Scales. Scales back to the keeper. Keeper to Callum McGregor. McGregor out to Scales. Scales on the ball moving forward. Takes 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4. Passes it out to Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney tries to get past the player and turns back to Scales. Callum McGregor to Tierney. Tierney back to Callum McGregor. McGregor with a sweet ball out to Benji on the other side of the pitch. Benji with a quick ball out to Yang. Yang cut it inside, Jeff. Why did he cut inside? Why did he not go down the wing? He's getting it to Rio Hatate. There's Johnston. Cross from Johnston. And Adam Ida puts the ball out wide. Or does it go out for a corner? And Adam Ida puts it out. Adam Ida puts it out. Should have been 8-0. Woof! Trusty deserves a start. Green Smoke, just back from Spain today, not well. Today, what flight did you get back and where did you come from? Were you on the Alicante flight this morning? Green Smoke, I hope you're feeling alright, but what flight were you on? Because I hope you weren't like spreading your lurgy. My missus was on a flight this morning. Keeper got the ball. Celtic are using the full width of the pitch today, which is good because they've been playing rather narrow during pre-season. Scales with the ball to the captain, out to Tierney. St Mirren are doubling up. On Dyson Maeda. Tell you one person that is getting a lot of possession in the middle of the park is Rio Hatate. Kieran Tierney puts the ball behind Dyson. Dyson manages to get the ball, turns inside, back to Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney, I thought he was going to pass it to Alistair Johnson there, who was in fantastic space. There's Dyson, gets it to Ali Johnson. Johnson Johnson with a cracking flick right over to Dyson Maeda, and Dyson Maeda just didn't get there quick enough. That was a brilliant run by Dyson. And what, I'll tell you one thing, Ali Johnston Thursday. Oh. Callum McGregor on the ball. They're numbering up in midfield, aren't they? They're getting the numbers up in midfield. Interesting. Go on, Rio. Just not getting the space. Oh, going Alistair Johnston. Right. Dyson's got the ball. Adam Ida. Adam Ida had every right to go for that. Alistair Johnson, Jesus, what a tackle. I mean, Adam Ida had every right to go for it. Yeah, he's entitled to go for that. His own player, it was his own player's fault that Adam Ida went right into the keeper, if you ask me. Because Adam Ida, Santa Ponza was a bit of a letdown. Too many Sevco tops in Santa Ponza. Jesus. If you want to go to a place where you'll not see any Sevco tops, a place called Cabo Roig. Sin filter. Time to get the beers in. Hope Yamada comes on and scores. Yeah, I hope so too. You're joking, man. It must be the time of year. Because I know it's mobbed with Celtic fans at the beginning of June. It's mobbed with Celtic fans at the beginning of June. But Shin, you're the big yin. St Mirren keeper looks fine now, doesn't he? As he kicks the ball out. Right into the Celtic half. Liam Scales gets a header. Yang's not done a lot this game so far. I mean, it's only 10 minutes in. As a cross comes in from St Mirren. I've never seen that one. Must be a fake one. See, Yang needs to close his players down quicker. I tell you one thing, for a lot of people that were saying that Adam Ida didn't look mobile, didn't look fit in the last couple of games of pre-season, he definitely looks okay now. It looks as if he's got his pace back and everything, so I think Celtic were keeping him under wraps so that he didn't get injured before pre-season, because before the start of the season. Because let's face it, if Adam Ida got go on yourself, he was unlucky there. He's now hobbling a little bit. Yang's all over the place. Come on, Yang, close your man down. Hatate on the bench. Benji's better in the middle. He seems to be moving positions from being in the middle right beside Callum to then going up to the right hand side. That was just too high for Adam Ida. It's almost like they're compensating for Yang. Summers would do a better job than Yang. Yeah, you're maybe right there. Cameron Carter-Vickers with the ball. Quick dicked over to where Yang should have been, but he wasn't. I mean, Yang's got a bit of pace about him. Maybe that's what Brendan likes. Kieran Tierney with the ball into Rio Hatate. I tell you one thing, Rio Hatate is starting this season like a man on a mission. If Rio Hatate keeps this up, he could be... Can Rio Hatate be the most improved player this year? Can he be the most improved player? Can he have the biggest impact? Will the Rio Hatate please stand up? Because I tell you one thing, playing the way that he's been playing today so far, I mean, you're only 13 minutes into the season, but his positional play, running, He's passing. Everything just on form. Kieran Tierney, what a player. Adam Ida! Oh, keeper saves it. Adam Ida with a header. Adam Ida, first shot on target. Kieran Tierney doubles back on his man, gets down towards the byline, crosses it in. Adam Ida hits it down into the ground, but it bounces up right in front of their goalkeeper. You think if Adam Ida try and put it into a corner, he did he do the right thing heading it into the ground? People will say yes, some people will say no. But you've always got to put the goalkeeper under pressure. If Rio's improved his attitude, he could be a legend. Mark, I think if this is the attitude that he's coming into the start of the season with, I think that we're going to get, and it always happens. The player that comes in with the best attitude at this time of the year gets sold for the most money next summer. Just in time for him coming up to the 2-year expiry date of his contract. And I hope he does. McCown would be better on the left wing as well. Nah, McCown, he's not a winger. I'll tell you one thing, there's another Celtic player went down, holding his legs after getting kicked. Tierney with a teasing ball to Dyson Maeda, bounces, and that's a foul, ref. Come on. Kieran Tierney. Oh, it's good getting the old songbook back out. Johnston out to Yang. Yang, who's yet to take on a player. For a winger that doesn't... Oh, that was nearly a cracking ball for Rio Hatate through to Adam Ida. Oh, come on, Scales. Pushing your player there. He's lucky he didn't give away a free kick. Tierney! Oh, Adam Ida, what are you doing? Open goal when he was offside. He should have hit that in the back of the net. He should have had that in the back of the net. No, he's onside. He's onside. His hand's offside. He was onside. But he hit it into row Z. Don't expect to expect anything from Don Robertson. He's terrible. Yeah, he is. Who's St. Mirren's 12th man? Sorry, who's the ref? Don Robertson. Oh dear. Either should have scored that, but it's not looking good for the troops. It's looking good, yeah, it's looking good. I mean, Adam Ida's closing his I'll tell you one thing, if he'd managed to take the ball off the defender there, he's 1-on-1 with the keeper. Adam Ida's doing everything that you want your top striker to do. Put your defence under pressure, put your keeper under pressure. They're on the attack now. He's going to cross it in, and there's nobody there. Benji back to the keeper. Out to Scales. Out to Tierney to Dyson, quick ball into Adam Ida gets pushed over. Exciting to see Yamada when he comes on. Yep, I'm excited to see him as well. I think he's going to be a fantastic player for us. Oh, Dyson's on the ball! Oh my God, Yang, what were you doing? Dyson puts in a fantastic cross for Yang, and Yang doesn't even go for it. Unbelievable. That should have been number 2. We should have been 2-0 up. He passes the ball for Yang. He gets the ball himself. Quick, round the keeper, looks up, tries to pass it to Yang. Yang's way off the pace. Yang should have had that in the back of the net, man. Yang, see, this is what happens when you've got players that just aren't of the quality of players that we've had over the last couple of seasons. Yeah. Yang's possession was awful. Yep. Easy Neville. It was terrible. Should have been a goal. We should be 2-0 up minimum by now. 18 minutes in, we should have been 2-0 up. Adam Eder misses a cracking header to an open goal. His first one, I'm going to give him that one. He headers it down into the ground. The keeper saves it. The one after that, he puts it way over when he should have hit the back of the net. It would have went to VAR. It would have been ruled onside on VAR. And then Yang was just, his position was terrible. I've yet to see Yang actually take on it, but there's Ali Johnson with the ball in. No! The defender gets to it before Dyson Maeda. Oofed. Ali Johnson's going in with like fighting tackles. Unbelievable tackles. Scales to Cameron Carter-Vickers to Benji, who's now moved a little bit further forward. Yang, who passes it to the midfield again. Yang's got I feel as if I'm moaning about Yang, but he's getting the ball on the wing. He's reluctant to take on a player. He's coming inside and he's passing it to Rio every time. Rather than trying to go on the outside and go down. Now, whether that's a tactical move by Brendan to allow the fullback to overlap, but I can't see it. I mean, Alistair Johnson, he's got a cross on him a half. Yang has to start taking a man on. Yeah, CFC 67, he does. Alistair Johnson for man of the match so far. It's either Alistair Johnson or Rio Hatate. Rio Hatate is and I mean, there's him just holding the ball up nice in midfield. And dare say it, I mean, I'm one of Rio Hatate's biggest critics at times last season, but he's having a fantastic game today. Absolutely. And if Rio Hatate keeps this up, we'll not be able to keep hold of him as per normal. Oh, Kieran Tierney just loses out. St Mirren on the attack from the halfway line. Benji's been not too bad. He keeps on. He's back in a position where he's in line with Callum McGregor again. And I think he's been told to. I mean, he's back in Callum McGregor's position right now. Moving further forward, Callum McGregor's holding back. Benji's been given a free rein to run up into the midfield and make some more space for him. Here comes Yang with the ball. Can he take on a player? No, he can't. He doubles back and passes it to Benji in midfield. Rio Hatate with the ball. Kieran Tierney. The stadium will erupt if Kieran Tierney scores. What would be better with Benji on the right wing and McCown in the middle? No, I think Benji playing beside Callum. The way that we had it during pre-season, I think, was Scales done all right there, and then gives the ball away. I think Brendan Rodgers will be sitting thinking we should really be going in at least a minimum of one goal up. Because the chances that we've had this half have been unbelievable. I always go back every time I hear the name O'Hara. I always go to Enter the Dragon. Coffee was wondering why I was logged at the chat. Realised it was a video for an hour ago. Cross coming in again for St Mirren. Luckily they're woeful, but they do have a bit of height about them. Yang tries to get the ball to Adamida and puts Adamida under pressure, and the ball is now back with St Mirren, who are on the edge of the Celtic box. They've got there in numbers. Scales got fouled in the box. God, I missed Jota. Yeah, same. I think we all missed Jota. Jota's at the game today. Good to see Jota going into the stadium before the game. See the size of that guy. Scales is marking. He's a monster. Yep. A lot of the teams have done that. I've said that. A lot of the teams, the specification for players for other teams in the SPFL is go out and get someone 6'2" and above. Doesn't matter if they're good football players. You know, it's just go out and get players that are 6'2" and above for the hustle and bustle of Scottish football. And I think it degrades the game. I think you're not bringing in a certain standard of player, you're bringing them in for their height and their physicality. And that's it. And it drags down the standard, I think. I mean, we were watching that Dundee United game earlier, before Celtic kicked off. And both Falkirk and Dundee United have players that are in the team, and they're only in it for their height. That's the only reason they've been bought. Scales does well again there to hold the ball up in defence. Ida's first touches. Didn't tell me Alistair Johnson's injured. Kick to the chacks, was it, son? Oh. Oh no. That's no good. Who's Jota talking to? Bobo Bowley, Chris Sutton, John Hartson was a big man, yep. Alistair Johnson's a beast. He's always looking at, he's looking at, oof. They have their first strike on goal, and it was well wigged. Yeah, Alistair Johnson's the type of player that if you're going on a night out and you're wanting that one mad mate that if anything kicks off, you've got this mad mate that just fucking fires right in. Doesn't matter what happened. Doesn't matter if you caused the ruckus. Don't know. He's right in there and he's like fucking just try to like just kill someone. That's Alistair Johnson. There's Yang at it again. He does get the ball out to Alistair Johnson this time. Alistair Johnson gets it back into Hatate. Hatate gets it back to Alistair Johnson. Johnson and Hatate have swapped positions. Hatate gives it to Rio gives it to Yang, and Yang gives it back to. Oh, he kicks it forwards, and that was. Oh, nearly! Nearly a goal from Kieran Tierney by a deflection. Will Kieran Tierney open his account for Celtic on the first game of the season? And will he make it? Come on, Benji's getting the fans. That's it. Come on, Benji. Well, we love Benji. Getting the fans. Come on, make some fucking noise. I thought you were Celtic. Get singing. Sitting there with your prod sandwiches. Benji with the corner. In swinger. Oof. Callum McGregor's got the ball on the edge of the box. Out to Rio Hatate. Rio Hatate dinks the ball in, and it's headed out by a St Mirren defender. Alistair Johnson's got the ball at the halfway line. He kicks it all the way back to Kasper Schmeichel. Kasper Schmeichel then bullets it back up the pitch to nobody. And then it's the head tennis that we're now playing. Dies Maida gets the ball down. Does he give it out to Tierney and make a run forward? Yes, he does. Was expecting the 1-2 for Tierney there, but Tierney just wasn't with it. Rio Tati's got the ball in the middle of the box. Come on! Celtic are starting to turn the screw down on this manky mob for Paisley. Shouldn't have said that. A great YouTuber friend of mine is a St Mirren, and he's on the road to 100,000. I predict that he's going to get 100,000 subscribers in the next 4 months, maybe 5 or 6. I think he'll hit 100,000 within the 6 months. Come on, that was a bit of an obstruction there. There's a ball right through to Dyson. No, it's not. It is to Adam Ida, who's got no one there. Where's Yang to help him? Come on, Yang. Will Yang take on a player? No, he passes it to Rio Hatate. Rio Hatate crosses the ball in where Adam Ida should be, but he wasn't there. I don't think. I mean, why did we wait till so late after if that was offside? Hatate has not really done anything positive today, to be fair. Really? I think his positional and his passing and a couple of his touches have been absolutely phenomenal. I am locked out. Coffee, why are you locked out? Adam Ida offside again. Where's the special guest? It's a one-man show. That's all I'm saying. I took counsel before the game. St Mirren have a free kick on the edge of the box. Celtic have a 3-man wall. Cross comes in. Liam Scales gets the ball out. But then they still have the ball. St Mirren takes a shot. Oh, what a save! What a cracker of a save by Kasper Schmeichel. Ball comes for a shot for outside the box. Kasper Schmeichel diving save. What a save! His experience shone through there, as you would expect. No idea where Kaiser is. Every comment came back error. No idea. Must be a YouTube fault. Oh, Kasper gets the ball again. I tell you, they're starting to get a bit of a momentum in the Kasper Schmeichel with a quick ball out to Adam Ida, but he's nowhere near. We've not got any wingers up there. Where's Yang? You're 20 seconds ahead of my stream. Strikers don't get every chance, saying there'll be 3-0. Baz has become bored the last minute. Negotiations failed due to bars not making ham sandwich for the guest. We don't have enough. Sarah says that's on the board. We don't have enough quality wingers. Selling Kuhn before we had a replacement. All on the board, says Sarah. Baz, you'd be better on Celtic TV. Breathe some life into the channel. Celtic TV wouldn't have me at all because they're just. Oh, Adam Ida, there's Benj. What's the whistle going for? I tell you one thing, this guy just loves putting his flag up, doesn't he? How could he be offside? Yeah, he was. Ida offside again. Adam Ida offside again. Listen, there was lots of times that Kyogo Furuhashi would be offside, so... You know what I mean? Anyway, 33 minutes into the game, and it is still Celtic 0, St Mirren 0. And Celtic have a front three of Yang. He's the linesman's flag's happy shagger. Tierney with a crawl. It comes off the player. Tierney gets the ball again on the wing. How we've missed Kieran Tierney. He's fitted. He's just fitted back in like a glove, isn't he? It's like Kieran Tierney's never been away on that wing. And I always loved starting from in that wing because he was close to the Green Brigade. Hatate looking for a quick ball. Hatate with a reverse into... Oh! Dyson unlucky. That was cracking ball by Rio Hatate. Clever play by Rio. Rio gets the ball down, he puts it out to Yang, tells Yang where he wants it, gets over for Yang, and then gets the ball in, and the keeper just gets to it before Dyson Maeda. And we're all wanting to sell Adam Ida, but who's daft enough to pay? I don't think that we are in a rush to sell Adam Ida. Celtic have said, look, Adam Ida's not for sale this window. You would be crazy to sell Adam Ida this window. Absolutely bonkers. You've got a 20 season a goal scorer. He's the only one that has, well, apart from Dyson, he's the only striker that's a proven... I mean, you're trying to chase out a proven goal scorer. That's the madness of the fan base just now. We're trying to chase away a proven goal scorer in the SPFL and in the Champions League. Anyway, Kieran Tierney's got the ball. He passes it to his mate, good old Callum. Callum McGregor's got the ball with plenty of room in midfield. Takes it back out to the wing to Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney then passes it out to Rio Hatate. Rio Hatate back to Callum McGregor. McGregor to Kieran. Kieran back to Liam Scales. Liam Scales to Rio Hatate. St Mirren are just sitting back now. They are pushing up a bit, but they're kind of compact in the midfield. Celtic need to make quick passes. Yang takes on a player. It comes into the middle of the park to Rio Hatate again. Kieran Tierney out to Dyson Maeda. Dyson, will he go back to Rio Hatate? No, he goes back to Kieran. Back to Dyson. To Kieran. Kieran. In. Swinger. Nobody there. The defender gets it. Callum McGregor is on one-on-one with one of their midfielders. Steals the ball back. Fair play, Callum McGregor. As he was one-on-one. He was second best for the ball, and he manages to steal it back. But as had, I'm amazed he has double figures. He's a 20. He'll score 25 this season. Mark my words. He'll score 25 goals this season. Some boys watch the game, one of their minds, anti-Scales mob, have gone quiet because he's playing great. St Mirren get the first goal. We're struggling. St Mirren aren't going to get the first goal. We should be 3-0 up by now. To be perfectly honest, we should be 3-0 up. I've just remembered something. I think that fuck. It's the wrong... I've not updated that. Adam Ida. That's too tight in there. Yang, come on. Yang loses the ball in the box. Benji. Good ball. Could see what he was trying to do there. He was trying to do the overlap with Kieran Tierney to get the ball. Cameron Carter-Vickers. You're just wanting somebody to take a shot there, aren't you? go support the Huns if you like booing players. Who's booing players? Oh, Jesus. There's a delay on YouTube as well. You've got to remember that. Do you know, I'm watching the game live and it's 8:38:54, but there's a delay goes out when it's with YouTube. There's nothing I could do about that. That's just the way that live telly works. St Mirren are packing the box when we get there. Yes, it's the same as last season. The Kieran Tierney touch map. Alistair Johnson in the centre circle, out to Benji, who's out in the wing. Doesn't even bother giving it to Yang. Yang's out in the wing and he says, fuck it. He turns around and puts it back in to Callum McGregor. And then the ball goes down the other side of the pitch. The players do not have faith in Yang. That's a player that does not have faith in... Oh, Adamida just didn't connect with that, right? I've got to say. Yeah, he does snatch at it, but it comes off the... Arnie Engels trying to get a view of the game, choking to get on the pitch. Yang puts the ball out, and Dyson's never getting near that. I think he must be sitting going, Brendan will be writing on his notepad, dear board, look at Yang, he's pish. I mean, there maybe is a player in there in Yang, but he's not taking on players the first 40 minutes. He's only taken on a player once. He's coming inside and he's away out of position again. He runs about and he doesn't know what player he's meant to be tracking. Go on yourself, Tierney. Do you know, I wonder if Kieran Tierney had stayed at Celtic all these years and didn't go out on loan. Do you think that fans would give Kieran Tierney the same abuse that Callum McGregor gets during parts of the season? Do you think that he would, or would he have still been... Do you know, if Kieran Tierney had stayed at Celtic and been injured as many times as he has been over the last 5-6 years, do you think that a lot of the fans would still love him as much, or would they say, oh, he's fucking shite, he's pish, he's injured too much, he's making mess, fucking wash, man, well pish, man. Hatate tries to get the ball out to Yang. Callum McGregor has the ball in the midfield, out to Kieran Tierney, to Dyson Maeda. Dyson with a shot come cross, and nobody's attacking the ball. KT's different class to Calmac. No, I'm just talking about how Calmac gets a bit of stick during the season for his supposed form, but Kieran's not had the best season since he left. I just wonder if the fans would be the same. I'm just thinking in years to come when Kieran's been here 3 or 4 years, do you know, and he'll take a dip in form at some point. Benji with a cross in. Either shouldn't even be on the bench. Who should be on the pitch then? Come on, because we've not look at the size of their team. Adamida's a big chap, right? Right, look at this. Look at this the way that the manager will look at it. Adamida's a big chap. Their defenders are all big. Shin Yamada is no 6'4", is he? He's no 6'4", and it's an introduction to Scottish football where, I mean, there's Alistair Johnson just been rugby tackled, and yous are wanting other players on that are lightweight. Come on, the young boy Osmond would get kicked for pillar to post in this game. You've got Johnny Kenny, yeah, maybe he's got a bit of pace about him, but he's going to get bullied in this game. You can't bring Shin Yamada on in case he gets injured so early. Is that Callum McGregor getting booked? Kyogo wasn't booked. How did that work out? Yeah, he got bullied all over the park. How many times did Kyogo get bullied off the ball? Loads of times. Loads of times. Wee shoulder charge off the ball to Kyogo and he goes down holding his shoulder. How many times did that happen? Lots of times. Pressure comes from people like Paul McLean. I know, like, forget, like, see if you're going to start bad-mouthing players on the first game of the season, you need to have a right good look at yourself, because it's the first game of the season and we should be back in the team as much as we can. McGregor with the ball out to Johnston. Johnston to Yang, who's on the, and Yang passes it back into the midfield. Why won't Yang just turn around and run down the side of the pitch? It's fucking, do you know what I mean? He's scared to. There's Dyson Maeda, takes the ball, goes down the wing, then turns inside. I mean, they are sitting right back. This is the way that's going to go at Celtic Park all season, isn't it? KT, natural future captain, waiting for his moment. Yeah. I think so. I think in 2 years' time, when Callum McGregor takes a step back, because I think Callum's only got 2 years after this year on his contract. Dyson Maeda, can he get past his player? Crosses it in. Benji! Shoots! Go! Fucking now did that not go in? Fuck. How did that not go in? The keeper gets his hand to it, comes off the crossbar. Oh, man. Unlucky Benji. Unlucky. And that, I mean, the goalkeeper just... The chances that it coming off the underside of the bar and going back out is unlucky. Come on. You've got to say. I mean, that's... We are stinking. Are we stinking? No, we're not. We're playing right. Jack Ryan, I'd say we're playing good. Half time, it is. I better put the half time score up here. Pause, half time. Half time, it is Celtic 0, St Mirren 0. And yeah, that was interesting. It was definitely an interesting first half. Celtic, to be fair, should be 3-0 up, minimum. Benji was unlucky. The first one that we should have scored was from Adam Ida. Adam Ida takes the header and the ball comes in from Kieran Tierney. He headers it down into the pitch in front of the keeper rather than trying to bullet it past the keeper. Some people will say he did the right thing, some people will say he didn't. The next opportunity that he had another header that he put completely over the bar. It was a free goal. Dyson Maeda crosses the ball in. Adam Ida puts it well over the bar. Before that, we had Kieran Tierney have a shot at goal also. And then there was an opportunity for Yang. Another ball that comes in from Dyson Maeda again. Puts the ball right across the front of goal, expecting a winger, as we have done for many a season now. The winger from the other side comes in, slips the ball into the back of the net. Yang's nowhere to be seen, and the goal is not anywhere near it. And then towards the end of the game, Benji gets a ball, hits it. The keeper gets his hand to it. The ball hits up, looks as if it's going into the back of the net, hits the underside of the bar and comes back out. He tries to get the header rebound, and it's I think it was a good first half. I'm going to say I think it was a good first half. It went the right way. Do you know? Love how that pish used bangers come onto Celtic YouTube and see where the wee teams are. Then you call us pish, ya wallopers, says Hitler. Oh, that's brilliant. That's comment of the day. Comment of the day. Hi, Baz. Get Yang and Adam Ida off. I would definitely take Yang off. Yang's inability. He gets the ball out in the wing. And he gets the ball this way. And rather than try and turn and go down the wing, he stops. He looks at the space and thinks, I've nowhere to go. There's no one there. So rather than run down the wing and try and wait on Alistair Johnson catching up with him, or even turn around, if Alistair Johnson's there right behind him, you turn around to go this way to get the overlap for Alistair Johnson. That's what Kuhn did. But he's like that. He passes it back in midfield. 90% of the times that he got the ball, Yang, he passed the ball back into midfield, either to Benji or Rio Hatate. Rio Hatate's having a fantastic start to the season, if you ask me. Just my opinion. That is just my opinion. You're joking. Yang before Ida. Lol. Get a grab, Baz. A lot of people are giving Adam Ida a stick. Do you know how many opportunities did real good strikers miss at Celtic over the years? And I mean, it is all about. Square Sausage Mix says, we're not putting the ball in the net enough for me. Any other time, in years gone by, I do agree, we would be 3-0 up by now. And we would be sitting going, it's easy. It's easy. Brendan Rodgers at half time will say that we need to be more clinical. I mean, how do you improve on that first half? I mean, people will say, take Adam Ida off. They've got big defenders. Do you want Shin Yamada to get laid out in the first game of the season? Was it not St Mirren last year, a St Mirren player that put Kyogo on his arse for him to damage his shoulder off the ball? Yes, Lorna. I've had my first beer of the day. There we go. And it's hardly a big beer. I mean, look at the size of it. It's tiny. Come on. Don't be telling the missus. Benji, first midfielder running at the box, gets our best chance. Yep. He was unlucky with the return header. You've got to say. I mean, Dyson Maida putting the ball in, Benji getting it, quick shot. The keeper gets there. He's unlucky. He is unlucky. And I tell you one thing, nobody is complaining about the price tag that we paid for Benji, are they? No, 1.7 million's about our limit. There's Greeting Face. Greeting Face is on the telly already. Yeah, Chris Boyd. Do you know, and I tell you one thing, see people that it's 7:30 here and 30 degrees, definitely beer time. Where are you? You must be further that way. You're an hour in front of me. She'll no care. She's back in Scotland. It should have been me that got on that flight this morning. If I got on that flight this morning, I'd have been at the game. Instead of sitting here on YouTube. I'd rather be sitting here on YouTube drinking beer, to be honest. Who am I kidding? Paul, why are you not at the game? Cyprus. Lovely part of the world. Are they getting a lot of... I'll not even talk about that. Brendan will make a few adjustments second half. Still predicting 3-0. I think it should have been 3-0 the first half, really. The opportunities that we missed. KT's made, it's 11:30 at night, 27 minutes past 11. I want a goal before midnight. I think we'll score as soon as we come on in the second half, to be fair. I tell you one thing, we are not missing Greg Taylor. We are not missing Greg Taylor one bit. And you can understand why Greg Taylor went, yeah, I'm off, because I'm not going to get a seat on the bench most weeks. You know, the gaffer's not going to... He knows the way that the manager sets up. And if you put him on the bench, it would have been a case of then Tony Ralston getting dropped off the bench every week. I mean, look at the players that we're getting. Look at the players that are sitting on the bench. Not as much lately. The fuckers aren't welcome here. We're talking about the same thing. Boyd's a joke, complaining about hearing "You'll Never Walk Alone," etc. Is he? Boyd's a fucking idiot. Greg Taylor. Where are we missing Greg Taylor? Not the game circumstances. No worries, Paul. Just unusual to see you on the live. It was always interesting when I thought of doing these, because I mean the lives during the pre-season, the numbers on the lives during pre-season were fantastic, and I knew that that you're never going to get the numbers of the live that you're going to get during pre-season. But it's done not bad today, actually. It's done not bad. We'll find out come the end of the game. Not the numbers that you'd kind of hope for, but it's done over 3,000 views already. Anyway, Yang doing 0. Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the players that are on the pitch, and how would you rate the players? How would you rate the players that are on the pitch at the moment? Because let's face it, there's defenders. I think the defenders are doing absolutely fantastic. I think when you look at the defenders, there's not one that's put a foot wrong. And I'm going to say even Scales. I'd say even Scales has not put a foot wrong today, which is a surprise for Scales, but it's Brendan Rodgers has been justified by putting no worries, Mark, thank you for that. No, seriously, cheers for that. How many of the people who watch pre-seasons are at the game or just watching in the pub at home? Yeah, I know. That's always the thing. It's I did take that into consideration. But I do watch other channels that get like crazy amounts of people watching their lives, like 30, 40,000. And it's just the population, isn't it? It comes down to population numbers, really. It's not fan base numbers, it's just pure population. That's all it comes down to. Need Jamada on, yes, and get Forrest on as soon as possible. Yang refusing to take on his man. Yeah, I've said that the first half. He seems to get the ball and just, I don't know what's wrong with him. You would think that, see if it was me as a player, and you see the winger on the other side of the pitch, and you see him getting the ball's coming into him, and he gets the ball, and then he turns and he runs down the wing. If I'm Yang, I'm going, fucking minute, I can do that. But Yang doesn't. He seems to steady himself, and then and it's like, where do I make the run for it? But if I go down there, I'm going to get cornered, and then I'm going to have to double back. And he seems a bit nervous, and it's not really doing. I mean, for me, it says it all when Benji gets the ball in midfield, and there's Yang in space himself, and Benji turns. And he looks straight at Yang, and he goes, fuck that, and he turns around and gives it to Callum McGregor, and then who passes it out to Rio Hatate. That's when you know that players aren't 100% confident in the ability of the player that's with them. Players do it. Players do it. they will see that player is not maybe got the confidence. There's something missing from the game, and Yang's definitely got that something missing. Anyway, bloody stupid o'clock here. 2:30 a.m. Hope Kenny's on the second half. I'm hoping that Shin Yamada comes on. I think that there'll be a double substitution, and I think it'll be Johnny Kenny and Shin Yamada, and I think that they'll play as a two up front towards the end of the second half, because I think that the way that Brendan Rodgers has potentially got this formation set up with the players is to have the ability to change to a two up front towards the end of a game, to really put pressure on teams. You know, to have the one striker the majority of the game, and then late on in the game, when teams are starting to tire a bit, is change the formation, put on two strikers, put on two attackers through the middle to make the teams work. Because I think that last season, you know, just changing the one striker through the middle didn't do a lot. And when teams were tiring and sitting back, you know, just putting a fresh man on in the middle wasn't going to make much impact. But if you bring two players on coming through the middle, it gives the tiring defenders, they're like, shit, now we've got two players. We've got two strikers to now think about. And then you've got players coming down the wing. Do you know? So I think it definitely is a way that Brendan Rodgers may think about changing it towards the last 15 to 20 minutes of the game. And I hope he does, because it's how you break down these teams. Do you know? And especially when they're sitting back as much as what St Mirren are. Hit the thumbs up for Baz. He's put on a shift today. He says, Lorna. Cheers for that, Lorna. Celtic TV sounds away. You don't worry about Celtic TV, because you've got the one Celtic fans view. And plus, they usually show you some shite. I would do it now, to be honest. Yeah, you could make the changes just now. Ida's playing with no confidence because there's no an atmosphere around him now due to the support. I'm not listening to the atmosphere of the game, so I always it's always difficult. You seen Benji when he was up at that end, and he was up at that end, and Benji's like to the fans, come on, can try to get the fans behind the goal to start making some noise. Benji will be thinking, fuck me, we've got this massive stadium. Do you know, it's his first game at Celtic Park with all these fans, and he's bound to be thinking, where's this atmosphere that I was told about? Do you know, where's this atmosphere? Let's make fucking, do you know? Anyway, Paul McStay for the win. Bring him on, Brendan. Yeah, bring him on. Bring him on for the second half. You could certainly do a thing as the players are coming back out. Doesn't look like there's going to be any changes. Trusty's away back down. Luke McCown's sitting outside. Paulo Bernardo's taking a back seat. Nope, no changes. When it comes to Celtic. Manager just walking out of the changing room with his number 2, John Kennedy. John Fallon, absolutely fantastic tifo by the Green Brigade. John Fallon, 1940 to 2025. Fantastic by the Green Brigade. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. As we kick off the second half. Just catching up. I want to see Yamada. Michelle wants to see Yamada, alright? She penned a little Yamada song. Richard. Go, Ida! Talking about goals. Here comes Liam Scales out to Tierney. John the truck driving legend sitting with a wee cheeky McDonald's. I'd give you 3 million plus for Yang for that Great Dane from the Go Ahead team from Denmark. Anyway, Mon the Hoops says John the truck driving legend. He is a legend. Coming out of Dunfermline, if I remember right, with his £5 super chat. Thank you for that, mate. And Kieran with a ball inside tries to get to Rio. They're big strikers putting pressure on Liam Scales. Benji with a ball back to Scales. Kieran into Callum McGregor. McGregor running forward. Out to Cameron Carter Vickers. Vickers to Yang, who comes inside to Rio. Tries to do the reverse to Yang, but Yang's too slow. St Mirren are marking well. St Mirren are always... They're playing the same way they did last season. Don't know, it's up. Stephen Johnston, how are you? People were getting worried about you this morning, wondering where you were. I hope you're good, mate. Oh. Anyway, Kieran's on the ball to Rio. Rio to Dyson. Dyson goes down the wing, cuts back, gives the ball to Kieran. Tierney takes out of the attacker. Brilliant. Yeah, they're a big team. St Mirren they're all just a big team of bruisers. I should have went and got another beer at half time. That was a bit of a... Never even paused it. I'll tell you one thing. Without the Green Brigade and the boys, Celtic Park would be a morgue. Honestly. I just got to turn this up a bit so I can hear some of the volume. Why is Yang still on? No idea. Why didn't I go and get another beer at half time? Kieran with the ball to Rio. Rio to Callum. Callum to Rio. Rio to Yang. Yang has Johnston overlapping. He fires a ball into the box that goes out for a throw-in. Thanks for all you do, Baz. Sorry it's only 2 quid. That's alright, mate. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Thank you. Thank you. And I am going to stick with this during the course of the season. I think I will stick with the live watch-alongs. Just for the sake of it. Because there is a lot of fans that are sitting... And I know folk like to sit and watch the telly and watch it, but there is a nice little community built on here. Kieran Tierney's touch is just... I'll tell you one thing. Kieran Tierney is what? Oh, Callum McGregor! Callum McGregor nearly gets a goal. Oh, the crosses in have been Terrible. Callum doing what Callum does, eh? Yang must have some dirt on Brendan. As long as you're okay. Oh, look, there's Fergus. There's a man that deserves a round of applause. The man that fucking paid the bills to the bank. Paid the £5 million to the bank without owning a single share. Glad to hear that you're okay, Stephen. Glad to hope you're okay. Right, they've got a free kick in Celtic's half. He must be sitting looking at that stadium and going, do you know what? With all the money that's in the bank. With all the money that's in the bank. The atmosphere was... He's bound to be sitting as well. Oh, I said, man, I've got a chance here. Callum McGregor sweeps up the ball. Callum McGregor, he's so intelligent as a player. Yeah, I think so as well, Wilson QW. I think the North Stand should be, and it should be renamed whilst he's still living. I don't think that it should be renamed once he passes away. I think that Celtic should do the honour, do the right thing. And they should rename the North Stand the Fergus McCann Stand. And they should do it whilst he's alive and kicking. Don't know, I'm not one for doing things once someone's passed away. I think that they should realise how important that they are to the history of this football club. Oh, Benji. Just that final... Oh, by the way, they're on a break here. There's 3 there players rushing forward, and the player takes a strike. Right, come on, Rio. You've got all the room in the world there. That's out to Benji. No, it's not. It is Benji. Benji back to Rio. Benji's so reluctant to give it to Yang. Corner Celtic. Corner to Celtic. Yeah, I think that Scott Brown excelled at that. You've got to remember that Gordon Strachan moulded Scott Brown into the player. Gordon Strachan doesn't get enough credit for turning Scott Brown into the player that he was. He doesn't get that at all. Benji with the corner in. Dyson Maeda puts it way over the bar. Yeah, I don't think that Gordon Strachan gets enough credit of turning Scott Brown into the player that he turned into. And I know that he worked under Lenny, he worked under Brendan, and they all added things to his game. But it was Gordon Strachan that took Scott Brown from a headless chicken, running box to box midfielder. You never talk about midfielders being a box to box midfielder now, do you? You just talk about them being either a holding midfielder or an attacking midfielder. I mean, Scott Brown was fucking up and down the pitch like nobody's business. Gordon Strachan pulled him to the side and said, I don't want you to do that anymore. I want you to read the game. I want you to read the midfield. I want you to be the holding guy in midfield that sees what everyone else is doing and, you know, and can fucking control the game. And he turned him into an amazing player. And okay, Lenny fine-tuned him. You could even say that Ronnie fine-tuned him a bit, and then the current manager fine-tuned him and give him that a bit of longevity. Because you've got to remember, every Celtic fans to a T were saying that Scott Brown's legs had gone. When Brendan Rodgers came into Celtic, there was a lot of Celtic fans saying, nah, Brownie's done. He's done. And he wasn't done. He went on to do 9 in a row. Throws himself down to the grounds, man. Tell you one thing, there's St Mirren they're having a go this half. We're not. Yang needs to come off. I think Yang needs to come off. I think that, I mean, we're on 56 minutes now. He's not going to change the game dramatically. I mean, you've only got James Forrest on the pitch. You've only got Jamesy Forrest on the pitch, so the end of the day, Fergus made a fortune out of Celtic, did he not? Yes, he made 40 million. He made 40 million. Well, he didn't make 40 million, but it was about 40 million profit that the club made at the time. But he had a plan, and he real with a shot. Oh, for fuck's! How did that not go in? How did that not go in? McCowan and Yamada, get them on. We can all see the obvious here. There are serious deficiencies in the squad. Yeah, we all know that. But some people say, do you know, you've got people that are not here because they're at the game that say the squad's fine. The squad's fine. Do you know, we need 1 or 2 players. Fergus also gave us the foundation for the success we have now. Yeah, Fergus came on with a plan. And this is what I like about Fergus, and I respect him for it. Because as any businessman, he had an exit strategy. He come in with a plan. I'm going to win you the league, I'm going to win you his cup, I'm going to get you back into European football, and I'm going to build you a 60,000 seater stadium. Poof, wait a minute, who the fuck's this guy? Do you know, thank goodness Forrest is coming on, because Yang has been real shite. But he had a plan. Do you know, he had a plan and he had an exit strategy, and he never hid that. He never hid the fact that he was going to leave after 5 years. Not once he said it. He said, I'm here for 5 years, I'm going to do this in 5 years, I'm going to sell my shares. End of. If the current board were to come out and say, right, here's the 5-year plan, but they don't. They don't. We need a Fergus back at the club. Never mind a Dermot with his billions. Right, let's see if Jamesy Forrest can make a difference. In this second half. We are spraying the ball about quite well. Jamesy Forrest on the ball as we speak. Cuts inside. Gives the ball out to Callum, just about too far in front of Callum. Gives the ball to Tierney. Tierney to Rio. Rio! Deflected. Ball goes out. Tierney with the ball. Yep, he did. He did. Called him out for overspending. Brendan Rodgers has an exit strategy. At the end of the season. Adam Ida holding up the ball. 2 big defenders with him. I don't know where he's going with the ball. He gives the ball away back to Benji at the midfield. Prawn Sandwich Brigade are our fan base. Are a pain in the arse. First home games in the season and we can't finish our dinner. Shocking that we're relying on Yang and Forrest. Yeah, I've said this pre-season. James Forrest should be a luxury player to bring on at this stage of his career. He should be a luxury player to bring on with 10, 15 minutes to go, not 30. Right. Fergus had a plan. Dempsey paid the money to the bank to let the bank come to fruition. Yeah, he did. Right, I need to get the Fatati. Great ball. Oh, just unlucky, Jamesy. That's a handball. That's a penalty. That was a fucking penalty. That was a penalty. No way. That was a penalty. That was a penalty. Mighty harsh. It comes off his hand. Comes off his hand. The handball, it was ball to hand. It was ball to hand, but Maida, Benji, Adamida into the middle, and there's nobody in the middle. Nobody in the middle. Absolutely nobody in the middle. Come on, Celtic. James Forrest on the edge of the box. Oh, too close to the keeper. Right, let's get the full time. Video ready. Yeah, that's a thumbnail and a half. So Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney sees 65 minutes. Means Liam Scales is getting pushed out. That's a strange one. Hope he's alright. Scales isn't the answer. Scales isn't the answer, I tell you that. haven't even got it set up. Damn. I need to have a 5-minute break until I set up the full time one. Can I set it up with this instead? Nope. Damn. Oh, I could. That could do it. That could do it. There we go. Up and coming. There we go. James Forrest on the ball. James Forrest keeps on going. Keeps on going. Ah. McGregor, goal! Yes! Come on! Callum McGregor makes it 1-0 for Celtic. Come on! Get in there! What a captain! What an absolute captain! Get in! Look at that! Go on! That's what you want. 1-0 Celtic. Come on! Jamesy Forrest made that goal. Although he couldn't shoot himself, turns in, the ball comes off a defender. Callum McGregor steals the ball from a defender, takes the snapshot into the back of the net. Get in there. Celtic won. Celtic won. And the other team, 0. Goal for Celtic. Callum McGregor. Absolute baller. Baller. Callum McGregor knows what he's doing, hits it into the ground, into the corner of the net. Absolutely fantastic goal. Brilliant. Absolute brilliant. That's what it's like to be Celtic. Celtic now, there's only going to be one winner. What? Fuck off. That's shocking. Shocking. Absolute shocking. Where did it hit on the arm? It's his elbow. He's got his elbow in. Right, but why was it not a penalty earlier? That's the exact same when the St Mirren player hits it off his arm. Shocking decision. VAR at it already. Should have been a penalty earlier. The exact same, hits him in the exact same way, and it should have been a penalty earlier on. Unbelievable. Come on, Celtic. Let's fucking do this lot. Total fucking nonsense. Terrible decision. Absolute terrible. Well, that tells you how the season's going to go if they let that nonsense already. That's for sure. Schedule start time. I am liking this new software. Adamida! Come on, that's a fucking foul. How the fuck's that not a foul against... How's that not a foul against McGregor? Unbelievable. Oft. Adam Ida hits the post. Adam Ida. That's the full... This is cool, this. He's got to bury it, hasn't he? His elbow's in at the side. His elbow's in there. How can he fucking... He can't move it anywhere else. Fucking... Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It will happen. It's not got a draw written all over it. Not a chance. We cannot drop points today. Celtic will win this. Celtic will win it. Come on, Dyson. Quick ball. Oh, Jesus. That was a rocket. Benji. That was... I mean, even Benji couldn't stop that. Unbelievable. Even he couldn't stop it. Right, come off this. Unbelievable game. Celtic should have had so many goals today. So many. Unbelievable amount of goals that they should have had. Celtic going to make a double substitution. It looks like Shin Yamada is going to come on and Luke McCowan. Shin Yamada and Luke McCowan are going to come on. They are going to come on for Celtic. Which you're thinking is just perfect. Because get Yamada on to score. Can you imagine if Shin Yamada scores the goal? Benji, James Forrest cutting inside. Gives it far too far. The Irish Maldini, Jamesy Forrest again. Oh, does he cut the cut back? To Scales, Hatate. Getting a bit of space. Jamesy Forrest is in his own. Can he make it? Just trying to shoot, but just there's too many bodies. Far too many bodies in the pitch. In the middle of the box. Hatate again. Everything's going through Hatate in the middle of the part today, up front. Everything's going through Hatate. Dyson Maeda, the ball corner. Benji with the corner again. It's going to be an outswinger this time. Oh. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Benji on the ball. Oh. They're just getting rough and tumble now. This is going the way it did last season. Do you know, it gets to this stage of the game and they start putting in heavy tackles. Quick ball in, but just not quick enough. Celtic putting the pressure on with Johnson. Johnson takes the cutback. Can he cross the ball in? There's too much on it and it goes wide. Come on, Celtic. Get a goal. Get a goal. Corner for Celtic again. I've lost count with the number of corners that Celtic have had this game. Benji with the corner. It's going to be an in-swinger this time. Doesn't get past the first man. Out to Luke James Forrest. Who's that? Benji with the ball to Liam Scales in the middle of the park in the St Mirren half. Out to Rio to Scales. Scales puts himself under all sorts of pressure and gives the ball away. Luckily the ball just goes out. Three players coming on. Johnny Kenny. Oof. Brendan Rodgers made a change. I thought Shin Yamada was going to come on. But it's not. It's Johnny Kenny. Big call by Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers has decided to bring on Johnny Kenny rather than Shin Yamada. Shin Yamada, who was brought in to score goals for Celtic, has not been allowed. Maybe the Brendan Rodgers feels that this is just too physical a game for him to have in this first game at Celtic Park. But it is Johnny Kenny that's been given the opportunity. That he was third choice goalkeeper, third choice striker. What are we getting excited about here? Do you know, we're bringing on a third choice striker. At best, third choice. This is what we're reduced to at Celtic. This is how bad this pre-season and the transfer window's been. We're bringing on a third choice striker in the first game of the season. Far too much negativity in the chat. Far too much. You all need to chill. You all just need to chill the fuck down a bit. Oh, St Mirren have a ball. Players on the edge of the box. Cross is going to come in. They've now got two players in the box. Oh my God! Alistair Johnston saves the day by being in the way. And a header back from... I'll tell you one thing. They're now going to target that left back area, knowing that Scales is the left back. Oh. Yamada not a Rodgers signing. Come on, Celtic. This is Celtic time. This is when normally we score goals. We should have scored at least 4 this. We've missed 4. James Forrest into the box. Go! Johnny Kenny fucking skies it. Johnny Kenny. Oh, man. Johnny Kenny just... The defender gets to it first. Arnie Engels with a corner. Oh, poor corner. Ball back out to Arnie on the wing. James Forrest, sorry. To Arnie. No, he doesn't give it to Arnie. He takes it himself. Goes James Forrest, goes himself. Luke McCowan has the ball and it's getting a bit tasty in there with tackles. Cameron Carter-Vickers just got one. Another. Oh, Johnny Kenny's going to try a. He doesn't. He's come on, Scales, give it to Kenny. What's Scales doing? What is he doing? He's a defender. He shouldn't be playing in that left back position. Celtic all the way back to Kasper Schmeichel. Kasper Schmeichel back out to Trusty. Trusty to Celtic are tightening the screw. Come on, Jamesy. Jamesy again, another corner. We just can't seem to get the ball past our defenders. No, on the. It's 81st minute. How much? 81 minutes in, we've got another corner. The corner tally is currently sitting at 9 to Celtic. Don't know if that's up to date though. Arnie Engels, what does he think? Adam, no. Oh. Kenny, oh Jesus. Oh. Come on, Celtic. We've had 78% of the ball. We've had 687 passes. We've got a pass accuracy of 89%. Oh, come on, Dyson. Luke McCowan was never catching that. Never catching that. When was the last time we scored for a set piece? The thing is many teams are going to do this against Celtic. They're going to come in and just sit and try and make it as hard as possible. Sit back. I mean, there's 8 players now in and around their box. And trying to break that down, it's hard. Yeah, we're in for a long season, Jim, you're right. It's going to be a long, hard season. But if we score at this corner, James Forrest, they are defending for their lives. Fuck's sake. Unbelievable. Who's do we have any spanners on? Yeah, Michelle's on. You still on, Michelle? Because there will be an influx of zombies any minute. Watch this. Unbelievable, Celtic. James Forrest trying to make stuff happening. I mean, James Forrest getting 2 players round him. Scales out wide to Dyson. I mean, that was a nothing ball for Dyson. I mean, it was like he was nowhere near it. Five minutes plus stoppage time at Celtic Park. I mean, we should have been 4 goals up. Utter pish bars. Yeah, it's a lot of the season is going to go the same as this. How you see Motherwell playing. I mean, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 along the back now. They've got 6 at the back. This is how you're going to get every team come into Celtic Park. They're going to go into a 6 at the back formation and say, try and break us down. Oh, come on! How could you not score that, James? Jesus. How could you not score for that? Oh. Come on, Celtic. McCown. James Forrest. Will he cut inside? Cuts inside. He's on his wrong side though. Tries to run through. Ball out to Dyson. Dyson. I mean, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. Yes! Come on! Luke McCowan, hold my pint. There you go. Luke McCowan, 14, Celtic, £1 million player. Scores all day long. Oh, give the boy a song. Get in there. Dry your eyes, zombies. 1-0 Celtic. Come on. Beautiful. Dyson Maida. Maida hits it. McCowan. Yeah, I'll take a deflection all day long. Who cares? It's in the back of the net. Can't be any VAR for that because it's a goal. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, come on. There we go. 1-0 Celtic. Absolutely. Absolutely. Brilliant. Brilliant. Get in there. Here we go. 6-0. Oh, Jesus. Come on, Celtic. Five extra minutes. Oh. Thank you, Luke McCown. Oofed. Where did they get the 5 minutes from? Still work to do. 5 minutes to go. 89th minute. 89th minute. 5 minutes is stoppage time. They have a free kick. Celtic holding the high line. It's no, Jim, it's no good for my heart, and I'm 20 years younger than you. Ball out by Cameron Carter Vickers. Fantastic by Celtic. I mean, there is a danger here that they could sneak one back. 1-0. 1-0 is not, and especially when they've got a throw in. Arnie Engels breaks away. Come on. Keep going, Arnie. That's Luke McCown. Brilliant by Luke McCown. Absolutely brilliant. What a player Luke McCown is, I tell you. Fantastic player for Celtic. I always remember last season when he joined at 11:30 at night and Celtic Park switched the lights back on for him. They put the lights back on for him getting signed, and the smile as Luke McCowan walked through the tunnel at Celtic Park with his strip on, he was like, oh, I've done it, I've made it. You know, I'm a Celtic player. My dreams come true. And for him to score on the opening day of the season 25-26 is absolutely brilliant for him. Absolutely. You couldn't write it. I tell you, you couldn't write it. With all the opportunities and all the chances that we missed in the first half, you would never have said that Luke McCowan would be the one to score the goal. Scales getting pushed off the ball. I'll tell you one thing though, the St Mirren goalkeeper's done well, because every time he plays against Celtic, he always does really, really well. And if St Mirren don't finish in top 6, there's something far wrong. Wouldn't get carried away. Will be worse. Next week will be worse. Get your mad on for 3 minutes. Three minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. They're getting a bit angry now, the St Mirren players. They're losing their rag. They did this last year. Quite a few times. Look, I tell you one thing, Arne Engels is giving as good as he can. Why is VAR checking this? Why was VAR checking that? Come on, Celtic, do not trusty with the ball out. Luke McCowan fighting in midfield for Celtic. Come on, and that's a pull. Come on, ref. Dyson Maeda, come on. Dyson. Scottish Cup final all over again. Scottish Cup final all over again from Dyson. Dyson should have hit it first time. Yeah, it was some tackle, but Dyson should have hit it. He had a bigger goal to hit. Celtic should just run the ball down now. That's it, Celtic. Just run the ball, run the time down. Just keep the ball, Celtic. Just keep the ball. That's it. 1-0 will do us today. James Forrest. Does he go for it? Luke McCowan. Oh, cracking ball to... Oh! Scales almost gets an assist. Almost gets an assist. We're just waiting on the keeper, lifting the ball up. Boom, 3 points, job done. And there's the song. Here we go. 10 in a row. I hardly think it's on the road to 10 in a row, but it is Celtic 1, St Mirren 0. Absolutely fantastic. Serious questions need to be asked. Do they need to be asked? Well, we'll find out, because we're going to talk about it in the full-time live, which goes live in around about 2 minutes. So on that note, I'll see you on the full-time reaction live.